welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications of plenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. These RPOs have really evolved. At one time, it was just a short pass, a little hot pass you would look for every now and then. This time, they took a shot off of it.
And these RPOs have changed coverages for the defenses. I mean, the zone coverage nowadays is out the window because I got to find a way to somehow match up with you and take away all that short stuff. Okay, well, my answer is now I'm going to take shots down the field. Great job by the defense understanding what they were seeing.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it wrapped up.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. Go! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He slings it deep to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Using his feet. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing line.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Bryant. On the move to his left. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This
breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's brought down at the 38. And that's good enough.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Back to pass. The quick out. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Bryant. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds the big tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Savage. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Glass. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try the left side. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to put it deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sawyer. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's complete to the right. Spins away from Watt. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, when they jump on top here in the second half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Razorbacks heading quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
But no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Glass. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Glass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But he leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell the receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded to understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option to give.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that. They took a negative play, but at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Might be calling a hot route. 4th down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game and try to continue to do this on the ground and continue to eat that clock.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Sends it back in motion. Now on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Never a doubt. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Bryant. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Zings it complete to the right. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down with 29 ticks left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.